Alrighty, guys, welcome back here. We just had game one between tdot goons and the Dinner Excuse, and we're getting ready to start the second game draft.
Might as well pack it up, Jake. We just saw Cho'Gall, Medic. How do you top that? How do you top that?
We were criticizing that Medic pick. We're just like,
Yeah,
man,
no.
that is an early Medic pick. There's a lot of strong counters to Medic.
There's 100 things to argue about Medic pick that early in the draft. 99 of them are, hey, that's bad play. One of them is,
Cho'Gall ban!
please, what is this?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
Killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. All right. 99 of those reasons it's just bad drafting. One of those reasons is you're picking Cho'Gall. And they went
they
for
just gave up Tyrande or Kael'thas. Pretty much. Like, we could easily see tdot goons. It's like, you know what? Okay, yeah. Ban out KT.
Okay, so this is a new feature. It looks as though you can see what the team is hovering. I'm assuming the...
This is smart. They're not banning Tyrande Kael'thas because
They want one of the two.
Zagara ban that out. We'll see the Kael'thas pick up, and then tdot goons can just go for Tyrande.
If these guys are up to date with the meta, Stitches will be heavily contested here. We'll see if that pans out.
I love this meta. Oh, Jaina Tyrande? Is that what we're going to see? They're thinking about Jaina. I can't wait for that Lunar Jaina skin, man.
Early Medic pick.
What world do we live in?
We should explain, though, when you ban Gall, you ban both.
Yeah.
So
Cho
you don't
and
have to
Gall
spend two
are
bans
gone,
on it. You know,
yeah.
there's no... That would be a nightmare logistically to try to figure out how that would work. Like if it used up both of your bans or something like that. But
Maybe
yeah.
they don't like Tyrande. That's interesting. I mean, they could still grab her for this next pick.
Yep.
But they just want to make sure they lock in at one of those big damage dealers, and they're going to go for double range damage, okay?
Yeah. Now, always keep in mind what Battleground run. Infernal Shrines does dictate a lot of sustain style combat.
True.
AoE is huge. You know, no surprise to see Zagara banned out. Kael'thas early picked. I mean, he's so good on just about every map, every composition, but even better when you have, you know, the upgrade to the Living Bomb, or, yeah. What is it, Jake? Fission Bomb. Yeah, that's it, level 7. Upgrade for the damage and the AoE. That's when you really start to get super good at clearing out the skeletal defenders.
I'm curious. So Justin Brothers tweeted out like that larger changes will likely be coming to Kael'thas. I
Yeah.
mean, as it stands, he's just got unmatched AoE damage with Chain Bomb. Like, he's got two of the strongest AoE abilities in the game. He makes Hinterland's Blast look like a joke on Falstad.
Hinterland's Blast now does more damage than Flame Strike, though, so that's good.
Barely.
We'll add a 2-minute cooldown, though.
Oh, gosh.
Johanna, I like it. We're going to probably see Warriors with Wave Clear, so Muradin even less likely to be picked up. Good argument to take Leoric. We could see both on one team. That's a possibility. Wouldn't surprise me too much. I would fully expect also a healer, though. Healer should be in pretty good priority here. There's a lot of options available to him, is what I'm trying to say.
It's not a bad yeah, like you said, to grab Uther right now, like, they've got a good foundation for their team. They've got that big range damage. They've got Johanna as like a big frontliner, and then they have a big support that can get people out of a lot of situations.
Also
They
good
can
wave
then
clear.
follow that into something like Thrall or Sonya. One of
Malf actually might even be a better pick if you're going to go for your healer.
Think so?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Moonburn.
Just
Thinking
for
like
lane clear.
which of the supports is going to give you the best
Work on
wave
the
clear.
shrines, yeah.
Rhaegar, maybe. See a lot of Rhaegar in China, not so much NA and EU.
That's going to change after this
Oh,
patch.
yes, absolutely. If they keep those changes, for
Oh,
sure. But we're not
gosh.
there yet.
New
So
Rhaegar is so fun.
I like Sonya. Again, Whirlwind, a lot of clear.
She's just so strong, too. I mean, until she gets nerfed, she's very good.
Uther ban. Dinner Excuse shouldn't ban out a support, just because they're not going to be picking first after this next set.
They want all the support options they can have. They want
Yep.
flexibility, for sure. But
They
what
should
are
probably
worried
control
about?
Warrior.
You think ETC ban makes sense here? Is ETC that much better than Muradin now that they've changed?
Oh, yeah.
Avatar?
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. But is he the right pick for this map?
They're going for the medic. They don't play medic themselves. They saw the
Okay.
power of medic.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of other factors into this. Ooh, are they going to go for Tyrande Tassadar? I would love that. That'd be so smart.
Miranda's there's still a case for it. I mean, even if they've nerfed Avatar, he's still really good for picking people off, especially early.
Yeah,
game.
you can definitely rotate. But it's a big map, too.
True.
To, rotate.
But
if they pick Murden, it's comfort. That's strictly it.
Yeah.
AoE's really not that good. Okay, so they're looking to rotate. They also have Jaina as well.
Definitely.
I feel like that's kind of easily countered. Not even really just necessarily play style, but it takes so long to rotate effectively between the lanes.
There's some merit to reverberation versus.
They've just got to be very accurate.
Yeah.
With their rotations.
Yeah,
and making sure that they're getting effectiveness out of it, because they're giving up a lot of potential for the clearing of the shrines. Basically, they have Jaina for AoE. Whereas on the dinner excuses side, there's Kel'Thas, there's Johanna, Sonya, Rhaegar.
My wolf brother! Now,
Just throwing a totem down and putting the lightning shield on it is going to give you good wave clear in zone.
yeah,
You know?
that's true. Yeah, keep that wave pushed out.
It's something that dinner excuse heavily has in mind for their draft, and Goons is looking to play a completely different style.
Now, remember, this is not the Rhaegar with the base feral
No,
long
no,
width. This is not the
no.
Rhaegar with the
No.
33% additional width or radius on the lightning shield. But Ancestral Heal still is very good with that double frontliner.
Yep.
And
Let's also keep this in mind. Look at the rest of the heroes in the team. Falstad has a shield on his barrel roll and also quick mobility. Kel'Thas past 16 has Arcane Barrier. Johanna has a shield on her trait. And Sonya has a lot of sustain, also Stone Skin and Hardened Shield. Those
Yeah.
are excellent ways to make sure and guarantee that Ancestral Healing is going to go off. It's not a bad support pick. Even though we don't see Rhaegar all that often, when you consider the bonus to wave clear that you're going to get by picking this hero, I'm all for it. I like dinner excuses. Oh, they did end up going for Tyrande Tass. Okay. That helps a lot in the wave clear department. Those two supports together add so much for the DPS of the team while not having to actually take a support. That's like a
Yeah.
full-fledged support.
And I mean, Tacit also gives you that AoE,
Yeah,
right? So
this-
you're
yep.
talking about needing the lane clear, Psy Storm. They could go for static charge if they're really feeling they need a little bit of damage. It's pretty uncommon, generally speaking. We see more shielding talents.
Yep. So the way that this draft has sort of played out, Dinner Excuse wins the game if they respect the rotations early game, don't fall behind, and then take control of the shrines when those pop up. They've got the game in the bag. Goons, tdot Goons has put a lot of pressure on themselves to have strong rotations, get an early lead out of that. Not saying that they're like post 10 is necessarily bad, but when it comes to trying to capitalize on the shrines, they are lacking quite a bit compared to the Dinner Excuse in their ability to clear and zone and have a front line. They really just have the one Muradin. Again, he doesn't have the stuns on his avatar. Maybe I'm like super over exaggerating how much of a nerf that is, but it feels huge to me.
I personally think you are, but that's just my opinion. It's very split in the community right now.
Yeah.
As to how everyone feels about it.
Feels
Now,
huge to me.
Muradin's base kit is still phenomenal.
No, it's good.
And the thing about Muradin is he has the safe get out. A lot of warriors don't have Dwarf Toss. Like, yes, ETC has Power Slide. Sure, Tyrell has Eldurin's Might. Sure, Johanna has Iron Skin. But it also gives you additional options to leap over walls and whatnot, which is a lot of warriors don't have. So with the layout of this map, there's a lot of walls where that ambush of leaping over could be useful.
Like he's not a terrible warrior. I'm
No.
not saying he like automatically shot to bottom tier, but he feels very mid tier in the warrior list right now. There's a lot of other warriors that pick over him.
Will we see Playmaker? Haymaker.
Yeah, I know. No,
Kubi doesn't believe.
no.
Look at that 50-50 split with the votes. Is it
working?
broken?
Is it working? Did Jake turn it on?
It was on.
Connection.
It says it's active.
How many votes do you have?
It doesn't tell me that.
Ah,
That's a good thing. I mean, CJ Hamster, one of our good friends here, actually came
Yeah.
by for one of our tournaments live. One of the only people that's ever.
oh, it's working. It's working.
Oh, it just
Nice.
changed.
It's
Nice.
Yes.
You can type exclamation vote space TG or TDE, of course. T.dot Goons is TG and TDE. The dinner excuse currently down 0-1.
One other point from Muradin. I think it may be mandatory to go battle momentum now at 7.
Yeah, maybe. Just to have the
Like you have an extra HP pool
You just
on your
need the
avatar.
stuns.
Like you need more stuns if you're gonna try to make murder.
That's a good point. It's going to make him really mana starved though. Because once you start throwing out Stormbolt after Stormbolt after Stormbolt, you chunk through your mana.
There's
quick.
not a huge reason to go Reverberation. It's like always a good talent to grab.
Yeah,
Even
but
if there
versus-
isn't. But you could go for the mana refund. At
Yeah.
level 1 with the Q. The
The River is pretty good against Falstad though.
Stormbolt. It is, if you can get to him.
Yeah, true. Good point.
So I have no problem with him going Reverberation into Thundercrack. I feel this is like a lot of what?
Clap.
Yeah, Thunderclap is the name of the ability.
Oh, the talent is
jeez.
The second wave.
Yeah.
Level 7. I don't even know, man. So many talent names that are so similar.
Save me, Jake. What is it?
We're getting there. Slowly.
Scroll.
The game's gonna stop before we get there. I know it. Or start. Not stop.
Oh.
Hasn't started.
Toads. 4. It's a level 4, Jake. Oh.
Crowd.
Thunderburn.
Yeah,
Oh.
Thunderburn.
The worst.
We're the worst.
The worst.
We get an F for the day, Kubi.
Anyway, both of those are always gonna get good value. Yeah, Thunder. So they're all like Thunder something.
Yeah.
That's why I'm never gonna
It's
remember.
so confusing.
I'm never gonna remember it. No, it's fine. I should know it, but there. Wow, just in time, Jake. All right, game number 2. It's just about to load up. Oh, I like the Rainer skin. You guys are in for a real treat.
tdot goons currently sitting up 1-0 versus the dinner excuse.
Did you
tdot
switch their
goons.
sides?
Huh?
Did you switch their sides?
I think I did.
Is Jake on top?
I think I did.
Production value hashtag.
Kubi, who's on what side? That's the question.
This is dinner excuse.
On the right.
Yes. I'm pointing as if the viewers can see this. Yeah, this one right here.
tdot goons in the blue, the dinner excuse in the red, the Super Esports animated overlay.
Active. Can we make noises every time?
You're doing it this time.
Okay. I don't remember what noises you made last time. I don't want to do the same thing. Well, I'm just gonna go. I gotta go. I just gotta do it. Let me know when you press the button. Nice!
On the blue side, we have tdot goons with Gangsta Vile playing as Tassadar Kajai, going to be playing Rainer Jim on Jaina. Joey Goebbels playing Muradin.
Yeah, that's one half of the Cho'Gall.
And then Mittens playing Tyrande.
That's why you don't recognize those names. Over on the right side for the dinner excuse, down 0-1. They gotta have to make something happen. I like their draft. We got Narumi on Kael'thas. C2 Ground is gonna be playing Falstad. Caterpillar on the Rhaegar. Charge. We'll be playing Sonya and Lou. My boy Lou on the Johanna.
You're my boy, Lou.
That is the Master Johanna skin.
Yeah, she's got
Very
that
nice.
like weird beetle thing on her head. She looks like she's got beetle
Hey,
horns.
man, that's extra survivability and protection on that helmet.
Does it like?
If I knew my Diablo lore, I'd tell you exactly which helmet that was, but I don't.
All right, they're going for the tower trades, but they will be collapsed. By nice gravity laps onto Muradin.
Lou,
Johanna
Lou,
in the
Lou's
middle
dead.
of
Lou's
the
dead.
fight, but with that Hunter's Mark, there is no chance of surviving. The fly upward from Falstad, and everyone else just is able to separate and get away.
A lot of things to talk about there. First of all, it is common to see tower dives early in the game. They have not implemented the change yet where towers are doing an additional 50% damage to heroes. So we see this common strategy where a team just kind of picks a lane before the minions even get there, so they don't have a need to soak. They just dive onto a tower and get some experience. They got the tower.
Yep.
They lost the hero.
Is
Still
it
ended
worth-
up with a net positive.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, they have control. You can sort of see it based on the lane positioning. They have control for the time being. There's that wave clear. Caterpillar.
Oh.
But it also makes a statement. They're very capable of making rotations. They killed the tank through good body blocking. So they're very capable of doing this, and it's now even more so than before. Dinner Excuse has to respect this rotation crew.
Yeah, the thing about Iron Skin is sure you can get through all the stuns, you can get through all the roots and crowd control, but you can't get through bodies that are body blocking you, and that's you know, it's kind of a cool angle of her kind of survivability.
Okay, first shrine's gonna be top lane, popping up early. I like it.
They're just
With the
starting to-
rotation quick.
Oh, Conan
No,
Cold
it's not
going
gonna
out with the Frostbolt. A lot of damage there. He's going to force him to Hearth back to base. Actually, no, he's going to tap and then rotate all the way to the top.
Oh, Jake got to sneeze.
Don't do
Could
it.
be bad. All right. Oh, it's the worst. I think it's gone. It's gone. That is
Isn't
the
it
worst,
the worst feeling?
It is actually the worst feeling.
Okay, well, plenty of time for Kael'thas to rotate up here, as we do see the top shrine was not activated by tdot goons. And Rainer Jaina chasing down Caterpillar here on Rhaegar.
Yeah.
Even with the wolf form, he's slowed by Jaina. The Frostbolt does not connect and he runs away.
Even though they have the hero count higher for the Dinner Excuse, the red team, for this shrine, they didn't have the level. And that talent tier is very important, and that was probably the big reason why they were waiting to try to activate this. We'll probably see a scuffle and a takedown before any of the teams really, really start to dive in to take it.
Okay, we're seeing a variation of an auto attack Tyrande in this game with focused attack and the Hunter's Mark reduction at level 1. So we do see a lot of damage coming out onto Lu once again, but Mittens very little. Living Bomb exploding, but the shielding at the last moment keeps Mittens alive.
Okay, but a lot of resources spent again. Well is really all the thing. They don't have a huge amount of burst healing, especially not until level 13. And it's no Pierce cooldown reduction.
Well,
that is a dead Sonya. She's like, oh, let me through.
Yeah. Stormbolt followed by all the damage from Jaina picks up a nice kill. They force them off the point, and now we see the lead going in advantage of tdot goons on the blue side.
Very like a full-on healing style for Rhaegar, and until we see those changes in the patch, probably won't be a lot of varying in the talent tier. So that is the Feral Heart at level 4. Yep.
I'm so excited for the changes to Rhaegar, though, because there's so much more viable options.
Yeah.
The reset on the totem coming, the big Earthcrest totem upgrade. It's going to be very interesting for sure. A lot of damage going out from Falsehead. Joey Gobble's getting pushed back as they are in position, but Gravity Lab's kind of whipped here. Oh, Ancient Spirit going forward, but that's too risky for Sonya to continue pushing on in.
Yeah, a little bit more zoning going out. Tassadar is very low, has to use that dimensional shift to get out. They have control of the shrine for the time being, but they are down in skeletal count. So they're going to have to apply very good zoning. Keep an eye on that. But you'll see their shift, their focus shift between trying to zone out the enemy team like that totem placement, and now they immediately have to turn their attention to tdot goons to get them out. C2 ground is one more frostbolt.
Nice,
great body blocking, so
Caterpillar.
smart.
And then he gets the ancient and heal off there, keeping up with the chain heal. But Johanna ends up falling. Only 3 more of the kills on these minions are needed. But Murden, dwarf tossing in this frostbolt goes out, kills Kilthas, and that will be the first Punisher picked up here on the side of tdot goons.
They played it well, and what they did differently, because they know they don't have the AOE advantage, they poke in and out and try to basically burn down the sustained bait people to overextend. We saw that multiple times with Sonya actually using the spear to get in, throws down a single slam, and then takes way more damage than she ended up dealing out because of just how they were positioning, playing very cautiously and playing for the long game in terms of that little microcosm of the shrine, right? And that was smart. They got enough takedowns, slowly started to pick away at it. They got themselves a Punisher, took down the towers. It was a great way to play it despite not having the AoE advantage.
Yeah, they did it well, and they defended appropriately on the side of Dinner Excuse. So just 2 towers down, but that does net themselves a full level disadvantage. Full level lead here on the side of tdot goons. Level 7 talents have been picked up. We're actually seeing Lunar Blaze, so it's not necessarily a full committal on the auto attack style. No searing arrows.
Very, very true. Oh, that is... Sonya picked up the spear upgrade. I think that it's either Poison Spear or the range increase. Okay.
Composite, yeah, the additional range. Probably going to pair that with Mystical level 13.
Yeah.
Okay, the party
Fishing
bush
Bomb
here.
well.
Johanna, does she manage to keep this camp? Yeah, they're backing away. They're not feeling it. Backing on up. The siege camp will be picked up here on the side of Dinner Excuse. Just a full kind of disengage on both sides.
Yep. Getting a lot of value out of this Merc camp over in the top lane. Level advantage. Very much in favor
it's
of
full
tdot goons.
With Jaina just having the additional radius on that blizzard, crashing down, just bleeding the minions very quickly before they can do too much. But the Khazar camp is still sieging on up. Sonya looking to get aggressive. Ancient Spear defensively, trying to heal up with the minion wave, but Stormbolt not going to be able to connect. And now it's Murden that has to back on up with that dwarf toss.
Another interesting thing to think about, Jake, is the potential for escape. Hold on a second. Lu under a bit of pressure. Still has the unstoppable on that shield. Charge, though, once again overextended a little bit, but Gobbles will go down in exchange. So that's 1 warrior on each side.
Yeah.
A bit more damage lost out for, and AoE as well. So I'd say that tdot goons absolutely takes the favor in that trade.
Yeah, they got the level 10 heroics picked up as well. So we've got
Archon. Well, okay,
Archon.
I was about to go on this giant rant about how these heroes can't escape Force Wall. Kael'thas,
nope,
Johanna, Rhaegar. Archon.
A very rare. He's not going with static charge, so it's very middle of the road build.
But he can heal himself.
Yeah, the leeching plasma while in Archon form is monstrous heals.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Still going with the Avatar, Hyperion, Shadowstalk, all of those fairly normal, but the Archon.
All right, Joey's
very curious to see how that plays out.
Joey's back, and we do see the lead here on this second shrine, the mid shrine here, but level 10 just now picked up. Phoenix Ancestral Heal, Blessed Shield with Heroic Leap. And then Mighty Gus. The Leap, Mighty Gus, could that be a cool combo?
Oh, that is so hard to time, but maybe. I think it'll be like a flesh shield kind of.
Oh, they're going in onto Jim. Shadowstalk has to be used to stay alive, and Medigus to disengage. Successful kill, barely not connecting onto Falstad. So Falstad down early in this fight. Murden, Dwarf tossing in. He does not have those Micro Stuns, but he does have the body blocks, and Kael'thas will fall as well.
That hurt. Almost
Look
got
how
really
cool
good.
that Archon looks.
Yeah, he understands the theme that's going on with your new exploding overlay. Right? It's like, I'm gonna get my robot on.
Oh man, it's such a cool skin. All right, well, two Punishers
in a row.
here
Yeah.
on the side of tdot.
Dive over the wall.
Now, you'll always notice the teams go right behind the wall, so the Punisher dives in, and all of the towers start focusing on it. It just helps you, mitigate a lot of the damage that could be done while the Punisher's marching in, because it's kind of like having a sixth hero on their team.
Sure. And what's even cooler is when you start to see teams. Lou, my boy. Okay.
Nice success roll.
When you start to see teams play around that, and we've actually seen Bob Ross do that, where they use this little space. Jake, if you could, be so kind as to move the camera down just a little bit. You see that little path right there? You'll see sometimes Bob Ross will go around there. They know there's going to be a hero right behind the gate, and they make use of that stun time to dive in behind the gate and get a pickup.
That's a call for Stitches as well. We've actually seen
absolutely.
Stitches hooks come from down there before, which is really exciting.
So cool.
Oh, Bless Shield used defensively, hitting all three of the members rotating there and able to give them a successful disengage. But with this experience disparity, they really cannot contest this shrine, because 13 is going to be picked up very quickly. Oh! Not enough Falstad!
I commend your efforts, sir. That would have been the sickest thing ever. Oh, man.
So unfortunate.
That would have been like tournament MVP right there. I'll call it now. Oh, that was cool. I like the idea, though. They do need to make some kind of play like that, for the time. I don't know if it's worth Falstad now. You got to have some kind of plan for him to get out if it doesn't work, but picking up that camp would have been really nice. Just didn't pan out. All right, so one more point about the Punisher diving over the wall. Oh, yeah, it's such a common strategy because it's the strongest thing to do, but its one downfall is that it's predictable.
Yeah, true.
And there's so much stuff in Heroes that's like that. Predictable play, camp rotations, all these things that we're going to eventually start to see teams really get so refined in those, punishing those predictable plays where they make things that are just, 5-man rotations to enemy camps, even when there's no hero advantage because they know other heroes are going to be in the bottom lane, etc. That's going to be really cool to see. And we're already starting to see a little bit of it with those predictable plays to defend Punisher.
Okay, well, we see a Bruiser camp here on the right side being picked up quickly before the Shrine spawns. Still another 12 seconds before the Shrine is active. They are still very far behind in XP. Sentinel revealing their location doing this, and we're going to see Bruisers picked up on the opposite side for tdot goons.
Range increase on Blizzard. We could see the triple Snowstorm as well at level 16. Not too common. Faye runs it a lot, especially with Ring of Frost. That's like sort of her tried and true Jaina build, but we could see something like it, especially with the area increase at 4. That actually becomes an amazing zoning tool. And there's some nice chokes, especially when you're battling over these, infernals, right? Like, yeah, could be good. Yeah, you looked at me like I said something.
No,
silly.
I looked at you because I forgot to disable the monitor, the edge thing.
The edge thing?
When I touched the edge of the screen and the mouse.
Oh!
So it's... I'm scared too.
Jake, it's a struggle. I know. It is a struggle.
Hard mode activated.
Yes.
All right, well, this third John Cena being worked on. The Punisher already halfway picked up for tdot goons. There's currently 2. Oh, but we see Kael'thas getting the essential heal at the last possible moment. Gravity Lab saved him there from Jaina, and a heroic leap from Charge.
No.
Charge is so very low. They lose Kael'thas on the top side. Falstad goes down 2 for nothing, 3 for nothing, and this could be a full cleanup. Murden with the Stormbolt onto Rhaegar, and just Johanna getting away.
Lou gets out, but at what cost? At what cost?
Man.
So they threw down the Blessed Shield onto Jaina, who was separated, only hitting the one hero. I think the other 2 triggers of the Blessed Shield went to minions. And then followed it up with a leap, and then no damage. Kael'thas was like zoned out of the rest of the fight. Falstad was at the top of the shrine.
So when the Rhaegar got the ancestral kill on Kael'thas, I think they should just kind of backed up, like kind of just disengage and kind of regain their composure and go back in.
Yeah, either that or you full commit.
Okay.
It was like a half commit.
Okay.
They got the stuns on the one hero, sure, that's fine. But where's the damage? You got to have the damage follow-up. It just wasn't there.
Okay, well this Punisher is going to do a lot of damage. Smith 4 pretty much guaranteed to go down, and it looks like Sonya gets caught by the Punisher's slows and stuns.
I think I would have liked to have seen Spell Shield on charge. He just, the style of play is super aggressive, and he's going to end up falling. Oh, one more auto attack? No.
Nice, Mighty Gus disengaging this fight. Everyone survives. Charge with just a sliver of health remaining. Needs to be careful for those headwinds.
Okay, they're definitely going to get forward off of this. What else can they do? They're really starting to push forward, trying to protect the Punisher from taking too much damage. They want to try to get these towers. They're worth a lot of experience at this point. They have a 3-level lead. Really showing why they are the stronger team at this point.
Oh my goodness.
They will get the towers.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage done, and this is a huge lead. 3 levels up on the side of tdot goons.
And that's the talent tier as well. We have the bullseye with the double penetrating round at 13.
Oh my goodness, penetrating round connects there as you talk about it, and we see the follow-up is successful. Lou goes down on Johanna.
Level 16 for Jaina. Root?
She went for Northern Explosion
Northern
instead of Numbing Blast. Okay.
Okay.
So it wants that additional amplified damage, especially when all that damage is coming out at once. It can blow up Johanna if she overextends. Even though they have Hunter's Mark, bit of overlap, but it gives you more options.
Okay. What does Dinner Excuse do right now? What do they do? They need to soak. No safe mercenary camps for them to pick up for the time being. Basically, keep all your forts alive. Top priority. Number 2, soak to 16. You have to match that talent tier. And as soon as level 16 hits, I recommend that they just pick a fight somewhere. Because at that point in time, the timing window will probably be about a half level before they hit 20.
Yeah.
And then the game is more or less lost at that point. They're going to have to catch somebody very far out of position. Cool play.
Joey.
Doesn't have rewind, can't do the full combo.
Oh, we got juked.
Yep.
Falstad will end up living on. He's gonna. Oh, just kidding. Koopy's kind of dumbfounded. Like
I have no words.
you can't cast fly against a stunner like that, because if Stormbolt's off cooldown, he's gonna wait for half your fly duration to go out, and then he's just gonna throw that Stormbolt, and you're sitting duck.
All right, fine. I'll give it to you. But yeah, you're right. Like, but the thing is, like, he can activate his trait after not getting hit for a certain. Oh no, he got stunned out of the pit.
Oh, Bless Shield does not connect though.
Oh, this is bad.
Big Ancestral Heal penetrating round with Bullseye. Caterpillar goes down. Lou with the condemn, pulling himself into destruction. And
Lou is probably like yelling at his team, like, "Save yourselves!" I was just running there. That was unfortunate. Yeah, it was what happened for Charge. He has the Mystical Spear at 13, so he can use his Q to get out, his spear, but he got interrupted just like as it was reaching its max length, which is where it starts to pull you, and then he got stuck there. Had to get Ancestral.
When they nerfed with the Bullseye, we expected a lot of changes to Raynor builds in general, just a lot less play of double barrel. But we're seeing it here. The double stun does definitely work out.
So really the big problem for the Dinner Excuse right now is they have the aggressive team, like in terms because they picked Leap, and they have the Bless Shield. But the problem is tdot is going in every time, and they're getting the first set of takedowns, so we see it again.
Wow, two down on the side of the Dinner Excuse. They did get the one trade out with Raynor, which is nice, but this Archon in the front line, the interruption on that Falstad.
Not quite going to be game, but they will be able to pick up this Punisher easily. They should take camps. Oh! They have a huge advantage right now. Go take camps. They can even get a fort off, keep off of this for sure. Not even just off the Punisher. They could just rush mid right now, take a keep. Punisher pushes bottom, takes that keep. Then they're in an amazing spot. They're so close to being able to end the game right now. If there's a keep down, easy end of the game.
They're going to try to. All right, so just Lou standing, Kael'thas up in 2, Sonya up in 3. It's going to be a very difficult defense. Like you mentioned, they could have gone mid, but they're just opting to escort.
Safe play. But
their
they have
Punisher.
4-level lead and the talent tier up.
Yeah.
Level 20s, they got bolts, they got... Ooh, they have the Shadow Stop.
100 Swiftness, man. This is going to allow... Especially Archon with 100 Swiftness. That is scary.
That is terrifying. Arcane Barrier pops very early. They just need to defend and hold on. And... Oh, no.
All right, Kael'thas dying very early. This could be the end. Can they defend this? Blizzard raining down. We do see Hunter's Mark going out onto Lou. He will end up falling. We see Mighty Gus use just to disengage. The Immortal is very low, but still 30 seconds on these two fallen heroes.
This should be game. They can go in and end right now. They got 20 seconds. I think they could do it, especially with the 3-level lead and the talent tier. Have both their healers up.
They're waiting for the minions a little bit. They're almost here, starting to work on that core. Hyperion
Yeah.
has been cast, and its
Minions.
shields are dissipating quickly.
Leap hits nothing. Charge is just not had
Oh!
after the penetrating grab. That is coordination, boys.
That's
I
just
love it.
mean.
And that is GG. T-Dot Goons going to take a 2-0. Very well done. Well played. They proved me wrong with that composition. They were able to take every single Punisher, not losing a single structure on their side, a 3-level lead, almost always having a talent tier advantage.
Yeah.
And the takedowns was 24-2. If you need a more convincing experience watching Heroes, I'm not sure where to find it. That was good. That was very clean play. But they have a wall to climb, a mountain to climb in their next set.
Yeah, they're up
And that
against a team.
They're pretty good, these guys.
They're
Pretty good.
okay. They're
Pretty
okay. They kind of won a little event called Heroes Rising at Esports Arena. Bob Ross fan club are their next opponents.
Taking out C9, no less.
Oh, the
In
BlizzCon champions
Yes.
defeated.
Right. So, pretty good team. We'll see. Now, this has happened to us so many times when we're casting qualifier, open tournaments like this, where it's open entry for any of these teams. And we see, two teams go at it in early rounds. We see one of the two teams dominate, and then it's crazy to see what happens when they go up against a team that is so well experienced and versed, such as Bob Ross fan club, and to see the difference. Like, you look at that team, you're like, those guys are unstoppable. How do you beat them?
You don't.
And then you go to the next match, you're like, oh, no, that's how you beat them, right there. And it's always amazing to see, because you almost like look at the play like I didn't see any mistakes. Like, how do you beat that? There's little stuff all over the place, and it's how they're going to have to deal with decision making. That's almost always the big factor that comes in. Is Bob Ross is going to present some very difficult decisions to deal with, and if their shot caller isn't a battle-hardened hero, it's going to be difficult.
Battle-hearted hero. Well, we're going to get this set up, and once again, you guys can vote as to who you think will
Neato.
be victorious in this
Looking pretty
next
one-sided.
matchup. Well, yeah.
Yeah, after my little tirade about how awesome Power Cross fan club is, I'm sure you guys are really, really inclined to vote for T-Dot Goons.
Well, we don't know a lot about tdot goons.
That's
They
true,
showed
that
us
is true.
Trugal to great success, and they
don't
showed
think they'll
us
be busting that out against.
two very different styles, though.
Yep.
And
Very true.
these guys have to be feeling pretty confident after their dominant win in this first match. But they, like you said, it is very much a mountain to climb. So just use !vote BRFC or !vote TG, and you can vote for who you think will win this next matchup. On that note, we're going to get ready for the second match of the day, the round of 16, round of 32. There's the round of 64 because there's like 36 teams or something.
Yeah. So,
There's
so
a lot of buys
over,
in round
yeah.
one.
Yep.
Yeah. So, round of 32 coming up next. We'll be back in just a bit.